Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And as you can see, it's time to go back to the theater. And ladies and gentlemen, this weekend marks the latest film from director Jordan Peele. It's gonna be pretty crazy. It looks like one of the weirdest movies of the year. Definitely one of my most anticipated. My review of the 2019 horror film, Us, coming up now. The Wilson family is vacationing at their beach house in Santa Cruz and head to the public beach, much to the chagrin of Adelaide, the wife and mother of the family who had an odd and traumatic experience at the boardwalk as a young girl. That night back at the house, they see a family out in the driveway. The Wilsons are shocked when the intruders find their way into their house and see that they're doppelgangers of themselves. Will Adelaide and her family be able to overcome the thing that's haunted her for so many years? So what did I think of Us? I thought it's a fantastic and crazy horror film. This is director Jordan Peele's second film after the smash hit Get Out, and this is a terrific and stylish follow-up. This is one of the weirdest movies I've seen in a while, and it will leave you thinking about it and discussing it long after the credits roll. The film really packs in everything I like in a horror movie. It can be very creepy at times, a lot of great thrills, satisfying kills, and it's also one of the most tense experiences that I've had in years, keeping me on the edge of my seat throughout. Also, any jump scares that come in are justified and work. No cheap ones like so many other horror movies these days. There's a couple of questionable things here and there, but for the most part, the characters actually make good decisions with what they're going through. It's also a lot of fun to see in theaters, as it's the kind of movie where audience members want to yell at the screen. The story is clever, and there are a couple of twists that probably could make or break the movie for certain viewers. From the trailers, I was wondering if a certain turn would happen, but the film takes some of those things that might be predictable and changes it up so it's fresh. There are moments in here that no one would be able to predict for sure. It's definitely a film fans will want to re-watch to see what they may have missed the first time around. It certainly was entertaining and kept me interested from start to finish as well. We learn more about the doppelgangers, what they are, and how they came to be, and as you can imagine, it's very original and strange. The humor is great as well and comes in as a nice relief. I laughed out a number of times, and it never felt forced or out of place. Another standout is really the music, from certain songs playing in the background or the fantastic music cues. It's all used perfectly. Great performances by the cast, who get to play both the good and evil characters, which makes it intriguing. The cast stars Lupita Nyong'o as Adelaide Wilson, the matriarch of the Wilson family who was scarred in the past from a scary childhood experience. Winston Duke as Gabe Wilson, Adelaide's husband who has no clue about the experience from her past and what's going on now. Shandy Wright-Joseph as Zora, Gabe and Adelaide's teenage daughter. Evan Alex as Jason, the youngest member of the family. And Elizabeth Moss as Kitty Tyler, a friend of the Wilson family whose family also lives nearby. Us is one of the most creative and intense horror movies I've seen in a while, and I can't wait to see what Jordan Peele comes up with next. I'm going to give it the rating of A-List approved. That's right, it gets the A-List seal of approval. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTroopAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WestAlist. Until next time, Troop out.